Now, we heard it from Rolling Stone, and we heard it from Melody Maker, but we'd like to hear it from you, Jimmy. Why did the Amelias, a band that made such wonderful, unique music, split up?
Well, a comedian once said, along the lines that there's a difference between milk and friendship. And the difference is that milk has an expiration date written on the top. And I think that also goes for music and bands. I mean, they have to end sometime.
I see. So much has been written about your conflicts with Stevenson, the former frontman of the band. Was that a major reason for your departure?
Yeah, I would say so, yes.
Would you feel comfortable saying a little more about that?
Yeah, well, we were so young, when we started the band. And being in a band, it's hard. I don't think we really knew what we were getting into or, what we were beginning.
I see. Well, how do you feel about the catalog? Are you still proud of the tremendous output that the Amelias produced, or are you focused on moving forward and producing new work?
What do you think of this? The B-side, I mean.
You know the Marvelettes.
Yeah, what, are you surprised?
I mean, it's not the Talking Heads.
What's that supposed to mean?
The Talking Heads, I mean, that's the only band most guys around here have heard.
You're not wrong. I mean, they're all right, but their best album is as good as, say, The Velvet's worst.
The Velvets? Or the Velvet Underground?
The Velvet Underground, I call them the Velvets.
Oh, so you're on a first-name basis. You're close with them, huh?
Yeah.
Do you like anybody else?
My favorite song right now would have to be Little by Little by Dusty Springfield.
I haven't heard it.
Well, I think it's the best of that era. For me, anyway.
All right. Who else?
Okay. This might be a little out there.
I'm listening.
The Shangri-Las.
I adore them.
Really?
Oh, what? Are you surprised?
Well, I used to listen to Leader of the Pack, which Leader of the Pack is 20, 30 minutes long, and I used to listen to it every day while I did my homework. And somehow, I always got done during Out in the Streets, which Out in the Streets is the last song on that record.
That's good.
Mind if I have a smoke?
Oh, I'd actually prefer if you didn't. I have sort of a policy about that.
Oh, of course.
Do you know Sandy Shaw?
Always someone there to remind me.
Something there, but yeah.
Okay. I like her, but I haven't listened to much of her, to be honest.
Do you know Message Understood?
I don't believe I do.
Do you mind if we listen to this? I really want you to hear this.
Go for it.
So, what do you think?
Would you like my honest opinion?
Of course.
I think it's shit.
I adore this.
I mean, the lyrics, they're...
Explain.
It's like a kindergartner wrote them. They're childish, simplistic.
What do you call Rolodex, then? I mean, it's our biggest hit, and it's the epitome of simplicity. And you played it without protest.
You're self-aware when you write your lyrics.
I'm more self-aware than Celia Black?
Anything we've written is better than this song.
If I recall correctly, you worship Celia Black.
I don't worship anyone. I like her music, yeah.
You're a bigger fan than I am.
Yeah, I am a bigger fan than you are, and that's how I can tell Alfie from this bullshit.
I would give my eyesight to write lyrics like these.
You would, well, that's great. These are them, right? I don't need a house that's a showplace. I just feel we're going no place. Well, you say work is a free work.
It has a lot more nuance than you're giving it credit for.
What was that thing you said to me when you first started writing lyrics?
When?
I don't know, years ago. You said that they were artfully hollow or poetically sophomoric, some high-level sounding shit like that. You remember juxtaposing the melodies, right?
Vaguely.
Well, this isn't that.
So?
So I think we can make a better song.
Better than Celia Black.
Better than this Celia Black song. This is like such a blind spot in your taste.
The Amelias are better than Celia Black. You sound incredibly pompous right now. I'd like you to know that.
We've made a song that's better than this one. I don't know what's so blasphemous about saying that. I think it's shit, and I'm sorry, because I know you like it. But I think recording this is a bad idea.
Can you listen to it one more time for me?
Look, if you wanted to record this when we were in my basement making demos, sure, I'd do it. I wouldn't want to do it, but I'd do it. Now it's just, what the hell's the point?
I want you to listen to it again.
Honestly, personally, I think it's a thing of beauty.
How?
Because someone will commit a criminal act to listen to your album because they wanted to, that bad.
I mean, you say that now.
Yes, I know I say that now, and if I put an album, oh yeah, my opinion would change.
What did you even steal?
It was a Monkeys album. It was Birds, the Bees, and the Monkeys.
You feel guilty about it?
Nah, fuck the Monkeys.
What's wrong with the Monkeys?
I'm half joking, but I do have this one problem with them.
Right. So they did something to offend you personally.
No, but they did have this one lyric. Did you ever read the Narnia books?
Yeah, I read the whole series.
Oh, I've only read like one or two, but that's beside the point. Anyway, like I said, there was a lyric, and it said, cheer up, Ruby Cheap, or at least what I thought. And I thought that was so goddamn cool that they wrote it about
It's the mouse.
The mouse.
Yeah.
They wrote, a lyric about the mouse from Narnia. I thought that was awesome. And it must have went on for like a month where I thought that was lyric. Cheer up, Reepy Cheap. Cheer up, Reepy Cheap. And when I showed it to my friends, they were like, no way, it's cheer up, Sleepy Jean. And, I refused to believe them. And so they pulled me down to the record store because I didn't have the liner notes or whatever. And they, they proved me wrong. It ended up being, cheer up, Sleepy Jean. And I don't know. I was just broken about that because for me, it was something that I discovered on my own. And I don't know. I haven't listened to a Monkey song since.
Wow. That's the most absurd reason I've ever heard for anybody not liking a band.
I don't know. I guess I just liked my version better.
I mean, I do like how art sort of takes a life of its own almost accidentally.
What, like when you mishear lyrics?
Right. It's like there's an entirely different song that just emerges from the original without the artist intending it.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
But it's also terrifying because you don't have any control over how other people perceive your work. They'll just take it and mold it so that they can describe their own lives through it.
Like a tree. Like it's on a... You ever walk down an old sidewalk and then some of it's like kind of push up and just like trip over it? It's a tree's roots that do that. And I don't know.
Whoever planted that tree probably didn't expect that to happen, but it did. And I think that kind of goes with music in a strange and poorly explained way.
Yeah. I mean, I just have to keep reminding myself of that, or else it's impossible to make anything worthwhile.
Yeah.
And what's the alternative? I mean, you haven't put anything new on tape.
Yeah, you know why.
I do. But it still puts us in a bind now, doesn't it?
Why is this an alternative? We're the Amelias. Let's record an Amelias song.
Anything we record is already an Amelias song. You're just clinging to these ideas of what you think our music should be. Repeating without evolving is declining.
So we're evolving by doing god-awful Celia Black covers?
This isn't the direction that we need to take. Something's just gotta give.
Something's just gotta give? If this is just for shits and giggles, why are we doing it? If this is for nothing, if this is for just whatever, then why do it?
I want you to stop holding us in one place with these ideas that you have of what our music should be.
I don't want to go backwards, and you can understand that.
But your taste isn't the ultimate criterion of what we record and what we don't.
I know. And this is really starting to make me believe that I might know a little better than you do.
John already rented the studio space for Tuesday.
Why did he do that?
Because I told him to. I told him that we were doing the song.
Then what was the point of this conversation?
Well, if given the choice, I would rather you come to the studio without kicking and screaming.
Yeah, just bitching and moaning.
You hungry? I'm going out to eat. You can come if you want.
I know it's hard to predict, but do you think you'll ever get the Amelias back together again?
No. I don't think that's going to happen. It's over.
Hi, we're the Amelias. This first song is called Antique Store. I just wrote it a few months ago, so it's still pretty new. This is Antique Store.
You're so tired. Why are we running so fast? down. I'm so